Good evening, Dr. Mel and classmates. I'm Hazel Joy Crizaldo. I'll be your reporter for tonight. I'll be reporting for COM370, Module 5, CSR audiences, strategies, tools, and some approaches and social media applications that you can use during this pandemic so you can jumpstart your CSR campaign. All right, so let's start. And before I'll be going through my full length report, I'll be giving you a summary, and this will be in a video format. I hope this time the audio will play, but if it will not, then let's just enjoy the video graphic animation effects. So I'll be sharing my screen. So this is the full length. So I will be discussing now the details about CSR communication agencies, strategies, and tools during pandemic. I just added some approaches. So let's start. So Dr. Mel, in her PowerPoint files that she had given to us, she separated two files for 5A and 5B. I'm just combining the two. So the first part I'll be discussing here, and I'll be also discussing the second part later. But for now, let's talk about the audiences of CSR communication. So I got this objective from Dr. Mel. Describe the different audiences of CSR communication. So the first thing that we need to bear in mind when we are dealing with the audiences for our CSR campaign is to know our audience well. It is very important that we know to whom we are talking, who are the people who are listening to us, who are the people that will receive our help, our aid, our support, our the beneficiary of all of our CSR efforts. Who are the people that will be participating with us? Who are the people who will be our sponsors, our donors? Who are the people that will share our burdens? So these are the people that will be part of our journey as we work with our CSR campaigns. So know your audience well. This is a key um, role in communication, even if you are not conducting CSR. If you are into broadcasting, journalism, PR, advertising, film, or organizational communication, knowing your audience is very important, even in education. So it pays well if you know your audience, because you know what are the strategies that you will be using later on when you are conducting your campaign or when you are delivering your message. Shaping your message requires a research first on the demographic profiles of your audiences, or simply getting to know them before you shape your message or content and deliver or style your presentation. Well, I know you're my classmates, Dr. Mel, so that's why I'm having some effort here and more effort to do my best in these presentations. So I hope I can give you a significant and intellectual discussions about this topic, okay? So I've also read a lot of books and journals for this report, so I can give you uh, a bulk of substantial information about our topic. Okay. Okay, so know your audience well. Preparing the audience for the message is crucial. There should be a survey first on the type of people that you will connect to. Yes, you have to have a survey, even in a through Google form, because nowadays it's hard to conduct a research. So you can have a Google form, ask your employees, ask your suppliers, ask your third-party networks, your partners, your business partners, your donors, your sponsors, the shareholders, the administrators. Try to ask them some questions and to try to get to know more about them so that you can shape your message later on when you do your messaging campaign, okay? You need to consider their background, the level, the knowledge about your topic, associated experiences with your topic, language, and the best way and time for them to hear your message about the topic. The preparation, the content, the manner, and the time on delivering the message are very important in making the project successful. Relevance, significance, and relatability are factors that need to be considered. So you need to know the demographic profile, their experience, the language that they are using, the specific words that they are using when they are into casual conversation or informal conversation, and what are the scope of their experiences, because you will be able to get some of those elements into your messaging when when you start designing your program. You will have to consider those factors, those elements, those specific words, those specific experiences, and some of the concrete examples you will get it from their day-to-day activities, the scope of their experience. That's how you will design and shape your message so that your campaign will be relatable. Okay, location. The geographical location of the target audience should be considered and studied also. Survey the specific values of the region and use this data to chart the list of words that will be used for messaging. Yes. So, where do they live? Do they have particular cultural values? What are the priorities of their community? What are the needs of their communities? What are some of the problems in that locality, in that region? So are there pressing political tensions in that uh, nation, in that province? Are there pressing concerns in their region, in their barangay, in their community, in their uh, nation? So you have to know these factors, and so that you will also be sensitive and careful when you choose your words later on in your campaign. Words are very powerful. That's why you have to carefully select the words that you will use in your branding, in your headlines, in your slogans, in the content, in the dialogues. If you will do some commercials, you have to be careful when what are the words that you will use in your promotional campaigns. So that should be very just it should be tactful. This is the accurate and the targeted words. These are the relatable words. These are on point words. These are the most um, appropriate words, and it can be popular. These are the popular words. So you have to have those word bank. List down the words in your notebook, and as you hear these people talking, list down these words, and you will shape your messaging around those words. So it pays to have some research and your CSR notebook, the CSR Communication Director's notebook. So you should have that. So list down the words of your audience and the pressing concerns of their locality. Positive bank. The way to maintain the CSR image of the company is to grow positive reports about the results of the initiatives and informing all stakeholders regularly about the updates on the projects. Newsletters, annual reports, websites, and other public relations strategies can help in keeping the target audience updated. Building this positive bank about the company's CSR will help save future catastrophes or drive bad issues away. When a negative issue come out in the future, make sure that your positive data bank, your positive bank is full, because you can overshadow that negative issue by bringing out all those positive contributions of the company to the community, so that people will remember the good things, and the bad things will be overshadowed or will not be put in the limelight. So this is also a technique when the media suddenly brought out news that are that is negative, that has a negative impact, that has a bad impact to the reputation or image of the company. So when a bad issue come out, then bombard the media with the good things that your company has done, especially to the community. And this is the best time to show your CSR accomplishments. Okay, so make sure that your positive bank is always full. Okay, so it will be useful in the future when you start dealing with the press. Okay. Newsletters, annual reports, websites, and other public relations strategies can help in keeping the target audience updated. Building this positive bank about the company's CSR will help save future catastrophes or drive bad issues away. Many companies have been doing this. Also, some popular brands. I like to mention the names of the brands, but you already know these brands. because if you watch TV and commercials, you will get the trend on the techniques that they are doing. What is the proper time to bring out all these commercials and all these advertisements? It also pays to have those videos ready. Make sure that you have ready commercials, you have ready advertisement, you have ready video clips in your positive bank that is ready to be sent to the media, to the press, anytime that a catastrophe happens, anytime a PR disaster happens. So you can always save your company's image anytime. Okay, so CSR has a public relations task somehow. In some companies, the public relation and the CSR is 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 combined. They belong to the same department, and because some of the CSR efforts are not really monetary, you cannot really count the amount, the profit that the CSR is having. So sometimes they put the CSR department with or under the PR department or under the bigger umbrella of the communication department. So it depends on the company. Again, keep it positive, okay? Full your bank with positive things about the company, okay? Because those will drive those bad issues away. Creating CSR reports involves math. Math. Yes, math. For many communication majors, math is something on the other side of the planet. Yes. Who loves math? But engaging yourself in the CSR communication of the company requires you to do projections in years and many years and have numerical data that will show how your objectives were, are, and will be met given the number of years. So at first, it's a headache because you'll be dealing a lot of numbers and you feel like you belong to the finance department and not anymore the communication department. But if you have studied your organizational communication subject dutifully, there are topics there that requires you to do some financial reports. You may want to go back to your organizational communication book and study the types of financial reports that you need to do as a communication organization manager. Okay, so just have to study and study and study and study. And as you do these types of financial reports, you'll get used with it and you'll be familiar with those terminologies. And yeah, all those receipts, those ledgers, again, accounting tasks, yeah, marketing, accounting, financial reports. You have to compute, you have to project for years and show comparative correlation data for if you have conducted this type of campaign, you have to compare it with the new campaign. You have to show the test results, which is more effective. And aside from those marketing tests, you have to also project if this type of objective and this type of campaign, if compared to last year or for 5 years more, which is more sustainable, so which is more effective, which campaign is closer to our vision, mission, core values, our goals, our objectives, which campaign delivers the best or outstanding result that will uh, help us reach our target faster. or more appropriate or accurately or better. So actually you need these reports so that the administrators can make sound decisions. It's not for you to be, buried in the task, and it's not for power playing, but it's for the administrators to make sound decisions, because this data will be the basis, and the supporting documents will be the evidence of what will be the best thing to do. So given this data, which will yield more successful results in the future, which campaign is leading us to our objectives, closer to our vision, mission, and core values. So these are the purpose of the reports, okay? Because if you have data, it's easier to make a decision. You have a basis. So it guides you to the right direction. But make sure your financial reports are accurate. Or else you will be having the data is misleading, and the decision will not be that sound. Okay, so accuracy is key when doing these financial reports. You can always study how to do these numerical reports, and as you go with your job, you can get used with it and be more efficient in doing the numerical reports. Yes, good luck. Well, if you don't like math, yeah, I understand for many communication majors. You can always have a partner who can help you do these financial reports, okay? It pays to have a friend in the company who's good in math. You can partner with him or her in doing these financial reports. Keeping up with the regular CSR reports will help the company in preparing for defense in the future when a negative issue comes out. Yes. If you are faithful in doing your annual reports, your semi-annual reports, your financial statements, your documentation of the events, of the campaigns, of the activities, what are the ongoing promotional activities that is happening, what is the progress, what is the status of the project, the targets, are you meeting your targets for month, bi-monthly, for the quarter, uh, what is the status of the target, how efficient are you in fulfilling your targets, in meeting your targets, how effective your campaign in terms of soliciting feedback or getting responses from the community. So these indicators will help you make a good decision and will lead the company to better milestones for years to come. Okay. Target audience messaging techniques. Okay. In preparing messages and campaigns for different stakeholders and audiences, internal and external, adjust the type of information and scope of discussion depending on the depth of participation that each stakeholder has for the company. So what you need to do is to shape your message according to the scope of experience, their language level, their commitment and participation in the CSR, and the level of your trust to that particular person, group of people, or that team. So you do not You don't need to give all the information. Again, information is powerful, can make or break you. Don't give everything, okay? Don't tell everything. Just choose the right information for that specific audience, for that specific person, group of people, or for that team or department, okay? Shape the message, choose the information, and deliver it according to the manner that is relatable to that target audience. Okay, shaping is very important. It's like cooking. Get the right ingredients, cook it in a manner that will be appreciated by that specific person, and present it with style that is in accordance to the style also of your target audience, so that the food will be appreciated. It is similar to messaging technique. It's like cooking. Cook it with proper technique, good taste skill, and proper timing. Timing is very important. The length of time is very important. How long, how short, and the timing. When will you say it? It's also very important. Employees. Okay, so we have different audiences for CSR. So your number one audience is your employees, okay? If the target audience is the employees, discuss concepts and their role for the project depending on their level of understanding, language use, and depth of commitment for the project. The person or the people who will stick longer with your CSR campaign are the employees. So make sure that you engage them according to their interest, their participation commitment, and their role in the company. Okay? Community members. If you're talking to the community members, choose words that the people can relate to and give examples that are relevant to their everyday experiences. Okay? This means some immersion time with the community, so you really can hear the actual words they are saying and the day-to-day activities that they are doing. These concrete examples and relatable words can go a long way when you are delivering your messages in the CSR campaign. So you really need to go down, get out, and meet these people. It's hard to do during this pandemic, but when the infection rate slows down or we are totally free from the COVID-19, you can do the face-to-face activities. You really have to spend some time with the community members, get to know them, because again, you will know the specific words they are saying. You can get concrete examples from what you are seeing from their day-to-day life. You can see their scope of experience, and you can relate the words, the dialogue, and to the actual experiences that they are having. So your messaging is effective because it's relatable. And if there's a problem solving in your advertisement, the community members can relate because those are their very experiences and they will appreciate you for helping them with their concerns. Again, the level of language. Be mindful of the type of words that you are saying. If you will have to mention technical words, you have to explain it first, okay? So they will not get lost. If you're talking to the community members, choose words that the people can relate to and give examples that are relevant to their everyday experiences. This means some immersion time with the community. So you really can hear the actual words they are saying and the day-to-day activities that they are doing. These concrete examples and relatable words can go a long way when you are delivering your messages in the CSR campaign. Remember that the more relevant the information and language is, the more effective the messaging will be. Design the scope of information and level of language depending on who you are talking to. Okay? So let's go now to the tools and strategies for CSR communication. So the objectives from Dr. Mel. So this is the 5B of Dr. Mel's PowerPoint. So number 1, describe possible tools and strategies which can be used in CSR communication. Select appropriate tools and strategies to communicate your organization's CSR program. So we have some digital tools and strategies that you can use nowadays to jumpstart your CSR communication campaign. So I try to relate it with our present time on what are the actual social media tools that we are using and the software applications. Well, nowadays we are using websites, social media, Zoom, Skype, Viber. We have the mainstream TV channel. We also have cable, podcasts. We have, of course, we still have radio in the morning, in the evening, traditional media, YouTube channel. Well, in radio, there are some young people who like music. They stay tuned to the radio station throughout the day, throughout the night. And they also converse and engage with some of the DJ personalities. So you may want to research on where is your target audience. Where is your target market? Where do they stay? Where do they eat? Where do they go? Where do they hang out? Where do they spend the most of their time, half of their time, the 4 hours of their time? In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, you have to know where they are. So you will know where to reach them. If they are here in the internet, in the social media, in Facebook all the time, then you may want to spend more time plugging your campaign in the Facebook, depending, again, of course, to your target audience. So know where they are. YouTube channel, Campus Caravan. If your target audience is are the students or young people, then you can have this one, campus tours. Local events, word of mouth, cable channel plugs. There are some specific cable channels that cater to segments of our society. For example, kids channel, moms channel, sports channel. There are some fitness channels. There are travel channels. There are adventure channels. There is fashion. There is more into news. So you can try plugging your advertisement and commercial related to your CSR campaign to these specific cable channels. Sayang nawala na yung mahiwagang black box. ABS, CBN, TV Plus. There are a lot of shows there that catering to specific segments of our society. But you can try others. You can try other cable channels, Sky Cable or other. Okay, let's discuss websites. This can be the hub of your CSR communication campaign. This can host all your activities and programs. This can also serve as your communication platform for your stakeholders. Social media, you can connect your website with the official Facebook account of your CSR program and use it as a communication software tool to disseminate information and exchange updates. You can use other social media applications like Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, and other software apps. For Zoom, use this as your conference tool for collaboration work with other stakeholders, experts, community members. concerned citizens, and other important personalities in your CSR campaign. This app can serve as your bigger communication software for engaging with more people internally or externally. Skype. Use Skype to call team members and use its call and messaging features for small group discussions. Why did I include Skype? Because Skype call can be unlimited. There is no 45-minute limitation. So you can call all day, call all night for that overtime project, meeting the deadline. You can use the Skype for your conferences. So it's a very reliable software app. Use it towards your advantage, but there are limited features compared to Zoom, like this one. I'm using Zoom. But if you have a small group discussion, you are having a small departmental meeting, a short one, and there are a few members, you can use Skype. It also has a video conference, and it's reliable. It does not hang, it does not break. It has no time limit, so it's good for call, chatting, messages, and short video conferences. But if you are having a large audience, you can use Zoom and you want more features. Viber. Use this application as a free call and text communication device. As long as the internet is available, you can maximize its features for those long calls. Yes, if you don't have load and your employees do not have load and you have a limited CSR budget, but you are inside the office and there's internet, just use Viber to call and text each other. And if the site has internet and if you have your pocket Wi-Fi, you can use Viber to discuss some things. But if you're in the remote area, then say SMS is is the app to use. You need to use the traditional texting because there's no signal, there's no internet. So SMS, this is still used for connecting to people during remote operations or events, especially when the internet connection is not stable. You can also launch SMS campaigns that have hyperlinks to lead people to the Facebook page or to the website to get more information or to do a call to action. You can do a SMS campaign. So if you have your smartphone, so just very short message and include a hyperlink that people can click and it will go to the website. People can click or go to the Facebook fan page. People can click, go to the Facebook account or Facebook account. If your company has a Facebook account and a separate Facebook page, then this can serve as the frontliner for your CSR campaign, the SMS. And also if you're dealing with there are class A, B, C people. If you are working with the massa, the C people, SMS is still very useful. The SMS campaign is still very useful. So you can connect to them via texting, and people can get to know the information right away. And some of the people do not have cell phone, smartphone. They use basic phone. The technique is to have very short message. This is a basic phone. I use this when I'm out and when my battery is dead. So I have a basic phone. Basic, you have just very short message just to get people informed, especially when you are working with the community. Make sure that your characters are very short, like a tweet. So is that will fit into the basic phone's screen. So maximize all the applications, all the gadgets, the devices that you can use to keep people informed about your CSR campaign. The key is to have connection. We have to connect continuously, regularly, update frequently, so people can, you know, keep the momentum going. There's no dead month. Every month is an active month. Every month people are participating. Okay, so keep them interested by supplying them updates. Okay, traditional media like posters, flyers, catalog, banners, leaflets, magazines, newsletters. These time-tested techniques still work nowadays and can be utilized to connect with offline target audience. These are still useful when conversing with potential partners in a face-to-face meeting. Those who personally visit the company can get some of these and learn how the CSR projects of the company are doing. The reality is, you can't get away with these traditional medias. People still look for it, even the calling card. They still ask for it because not all the time people are online. Okay, and sometimes when they travel, they go back home, they ride in the car, they commute, they want something to read, have deflect their attention. So the poster, the flyer, the catalog, the leaflet still works. They glance at it once in a while and they, wow, okay, interesting, and all right, it's, you have a good purpose. You have a good mission. Why not? I would like to share some. I want to be part of it. I want to also contribute some good things. You know, even bad people has a good side. So, and you have to believe in the people. You know that even though this employee is a troublemaker, you know, there's something good about this. There's something good in him. It, where in his body, there's a part of his heart still, you know, there's still a soft area in his heart that he or she wants to help. Okay, so yeah, keep those leaflets there in strategic places. In the reception area, there are, you know, standing there, there are some leaflets that people can pick when they visit the office. The magazine is there, the printed magazine, the printed newsletters, the banners. You have, make sure that you post strategic the posters in strategic areas in the office or in some of your places in the community or in billboards in EDSA. Depends on you, on your goal again, on your objectives, and your might be mindful of your budget. Some visitors will come to your office and they may want to know, oh, how's your business doing? How's your company doing? You may want to show the annual report printed in magazine style. Oh, your company is engaged in this kind of CSR initiative. Oh, I'm interested too. How can I help? So make sure that you have a call to action. So teach people how they can help, okay? How can they share their blessings, okay? And if you have your e-commerce website, they can swipe their credit card right away. They can donate if they want to. Yeah, right there and then. Radio. You can partner with the local or a mainstream radio station to launch your promotions and campaigns. Choose carefully the segment or program that can match the theme of your message and the radio personality that will introduce the company representative. Again, know where your audience is. If they are in the radio, then choose the right time segment, the right show, the DJ, the right DJ, and match it with your specific campaign, the theme of your campaign. You have to match the media and the content in your CSR company theme or objective and purpose. Match it. So if they match, then yeah, avail of that service of the radio station. They have rooms for advertisement. It's also one way for them to have funding for their shows. Okay, It's their bread and butter also. The commercials, the advertisements. So it benefits both parties. So maximize your opportunities. The YouTube channel. So I have a special mention for YouTube because nowadays it's very specific. If you have a YouTube channel and you have a lot of subscribers, you have your audience there, your target market is there. Just upload your commercial, your vlog, your advertisement there, and people will see it right away in their smartphone, their tablet, in their laptop. And vlogs are in. If you're not vlogging, then you're not in. You have to maximize the features of YouTube and try vlogging. It works, especially if you are hitting your target market, if you are reaching them, if you are having them subscribe to your channel. But if your subscribers are 10, 15, then you're just wasting your money. So because producing a video advertisement, a video clip, a video commercial is expensive. You're consuming the time of your creative team, the editor, the cameraman, the photographer, the videographer. You're wasting their resources. You're wasting the resources of the company. So make sure that you optimize your YouTube channel. Have followers, have subscribers, okay? And not just random people, but really select the people that you will invite to like or subscribe to your channel. So this has a separate mention, though it is part of the social media. You can launch a YouTube channel to showcase your reports, activities, vlogs, programs, and other promotional strategies to get the word out to your target audience. You can partner with personalities to serve as hosts, or you can find a talent within the company that can explain how the CSR is performing. Local events, talk with local government officials, and arrange for partnerships for local bazaars or events, so you can plug your CSR campaign discreetly. Campus caravan, have campus tours and partner with the colleges so you can engage more people into your CSR initiative. Make sure to match your target audience and be very careful on how you will present your company's CSR initiative. This is helpful when your target audience is the young people, the teachers, and the school administrators, or when your CSR campaign is more about education. Word of mouth. Work with employees and engage with them how you can spread the word to your target audience through each other's sphere of influence. Have a regular hashtag activity in Twitter, or have a 365 days challenge post and comment in Facebook, so you can keep the CSR campaign active throughout the year. Yes, you can have a 365 days off blank. What is that? So it can be Thanksgiving, can be appreciation, it can be an act of kindness, so anything. So just keep the momentum going, so people will always be reminded to to fulfill the objectives for the day, for the month of your CSR campaign. Okay. And Twitter, it depends on the nation, on the country that you are working with. In Philippines, Facebook is more popular. In US, I think it's Twitter and LinkedIn. And in some other places, the other apps. Have to hurry up. Excuse me. Okay, cable channel vlogs. Find a cable channel that resonates the company's CSR theme and campaign. This can save you time in capturing your target audience, as this channel already has their market hook with them. Check for cable channel ratings so you know that the amount you spend for the advertisement and the airtime is worth it. Mainstream TV channel, if you have a huge budget, you can plug your PR ad, CSR video as a commercial in a TV show. This entails a big amount of money. But if doing this will meet your overall CSR objectives, then it will pay off. It's very expensive if you want to plug your commercial in the mainstream television, and around 200,000 is the minimum. It's the minimum budget, 200,000 more. Yeah, I think so. But if you have a budget for it, you have your objective, and you have the go signal with all of the shareholders, the administrators, then go. And if you have your creative team, the videographer, the scriptwriter, the talent, yeah, you have to pay for the talent. You have to be ready with the talent fee. Minimum of 60,000. You can hire me if you want. Okay, it's very expensive, but again, if that is your, if you think that plugging this commercial in the mainstream media will help meet your objectives, then go for it. Okay, and good luck. You just have to choose the right show. You have to choose the right time segment, and you have to choose which channel. Again, you have to research first. Where are your people, your target market is? If they are watching this particular show, this demographic profile, and this is your target audience also, you have to match the show and your commercial, your CSR campaign. If they match, again, just like with the radio, then you choose that show, that specific time slot, and you give it to the station. Okay, there are successful results, there are unsuccessful results. Again, it's not a guarantee that it will meet your objective, but that's why research is very important. You have to research first so that you can be more sure about the result of this decision. Okay, so if you don't do research, you're taking a risk. If you're doing the research first, then the results will be manageable. Okay? You know what will happen, and you can work around your alternatives and your game plan on what to do next. Okay, mainstream TV channel, that's it. Podcast, if your target audience is the audio people, then you can utilize podcast as the niche for your target audience. Your target market is here, and they can hear your PR ad, CSR commercial, or short program here. Yeah, there are some people that listens to podcasts. Okay, so if your target audience is here, they are listening to podcasts, then plug your ads here. Okay, again, the same with radio and TV. Match the show, the DJ, the personality, the time slot, and match it with your campaign, your commercial, your objectives, and the theme of your CSR campaign. Match it and have a research first, and then the results will be, you can manage and work around the results. Okay, because you have a backup alternative plans, you have a game plan for it, and you know what to do. When this happens, you know what to do. When this happens, you know what to do. So it's manageable. So I added some CSR communication strategies and approaches. Well, no, not yet. Later on. But this one is what Dr. Mel discuss in her PowerPoint, the approaches, the one-way, the two-way. The one-way is similar to the information. The two-way is more on there is a response, And then I read a journal that also discuss a third category, which is the like interactive or immersion, or it's more of engaging. Okay, so let's start with the number one. Hi, Dr. Mel. I got this from your PowerPoint slide. One way, this focuses on giving information to the stakeholders. This approach is one way because the aim is to shoot the information to the right people at the right time without the necessity to gather feedback. I also read from this from the journal. So I read various sources, okay? This approach or strategy is good if your CSR campaign is new and you are just introducing the concept to the stakeholders. Later on, you will like to venture into approach number two. So you can approach CSR communication via information or one way. Just give it to the shareholders, to the employees. This is good if your CSR campaign is new. So you need to give the information first. What is it all about? And then the next step will be two-way. This focuses on soliciting feedback from the stakeholders, concerned individuals, involved citizens. In this approach, the information that is given to the stakeholders will encourage feedback. This means the knowledge that will be shared to the target people will also encourage them to give their response. So the step two is after you give the information, you solicit feedback from the people. So ask for their comments, their reply, their opinion about it, and what can they suggest. So there's a exchange, okay? Exchange of information. You give the information, but what is their idea about it? What is their opinion about it? And they give some recommendation. There's an exchange, okay? So it's two-way. Immersive. So this is the third part. After engaging the stakeholders or community participants with the new knowledge that the CSR campaign offers, ask them to do actual participation through activities, events, immersion days, or actual community livelihood crafts. So immersive, I mean, I read it from the journal. It means there is an action part, an engagement part, a participation part. It's the doing, okay? So first is you give the information, there is the response, and the third one is there's action. So people will actually do something. If you say let's plant trees, they say, all right, it's a good idea, let's plant trees. And the third part will be, okay, we are actually doing it. We are actually doing the planting of the trees. So then capture some, take some photos, take some videos of it so you can have documentation. That's it. So it's important to know, it's important to respond, but it's also important to take action. So there is a concrete happening in your CSR campaign. So there are actual events that's happening. You can approach CSR communication in three ways. Again, continuation of immersion, immersive. This broadens their perspective about the company's actual CSR campaign and gives them hands-on experience with the type of community involvement that the team is in. When you do something, it gives a higher level of cognition. You actually understand what is it all about. They said that this is the way to cook adobo. Okay, all right, it's nice. I think it's delicious. I will do it. And then you actually cook the adobo. But when you actually do it, when it says you have to mix it, you have to make it, simmer. You are smelling the spices. When you do it, when you actually do it, That's where the tangible learning happens, you know. That tangible learning happens, meaning you actually learn how to cook it because you did it. So the same with the immersive. When you do it, that's sealing the deal. You actually learn how to do it. You actually participated. You actually uh, engage yourself and you committed yourself. Yes, you will do it. But when you actually do it, that's the 100% confirmation that you participated in the CSR campaign. So make sure that they document the actual employees, the community members who are present in your activities and in your events, because these are the people that are showing commitment to your agreement. When they say that they will participate, they are really there at the event, at the meeting place, at the locality, at the community. This experience brings a sense of fulfillment to the members and helps them reach out to the people, as well as see the actual situation of the community or groups that they are partnering with. This can also be a significant activity for all employees, as they can see the CSR vision comes into reality. Most of all, the smiles that are happening in the event can be captured and be flashed in the annual CSR reports. Make sure to have documentation of your every event, activity, program, campaign. You will be able to use these photos, images, these videos when you do your annual CSR report. This uplifts the morale of the employees and the rest of the stakeholders, as everyone can see their hard work and passion into life. Oh, it's very fulfilling when you see the faces, the smiles of the people that participated in the activity. What are the other strategies and tools that you can use for your CSR communication campaign? Okay, so what are the tools that you can use? Strategies. Engage your employees. Yes, again, the best audience is the team that you are in. Bear in mind that the first people who can see your CSR campaign are the very employees that are in the company. So have everyone in the department share their ideas on how you can build and improve your CSR campaign, and recognize each participant's efforts, so they can have a sense of inclusion in the CSR project. You can create Google Forms and have surveys that solicit their ideas, comments, suggestions, and recommendations for the company's CSR. 2, again, research on the best practices of similar companies. Oh, you can get an assessment on how far your company can go in terms of CSR when you study how other similar companies are doing their campaigns. You can check the opportunities and limitations that your company have by looking at the similar factors that you share with similar companies. This can give you a heads up on what can work and what cannot. Try to look at how other similar companies are doing their CSR, so you can have an idea what will work and what will not. And it will lead you to some NGOs, local government officials that are generous enough to share and support the CSR initiatives. Make sure to inform the other company that you are calling their contact, their network, their resource person. So have some ethical, employ some ethics, and be very mindful on how you will be able to do this. You need to be very discreet. Have to call first. You have to seek some permission. You may want to write an email, a letter, a text, a call. But the best part is, I think, be friends with your rival company. So we'll have no problem anymore. So you can share resources and work together if you have especially if you have a similar CSR campaign. So just work together, anyway, you both want to help that particular community because you belong to that community also, your neighbors. So why not help each other, okay? This is for the benefit of the community. We will all benefit from this. If we clean the river, if we help prevent the flood, all of us will benefit from it. If we have a cleanup drive, if we have a tree planting activity, if we will recycle, if we will work together on improving our practices, then everybody will benefit in the community. So this is not the time to be rivals. This is the time to be partners. So use your social skills to be able to do this, okay? Again, we're communication majors. We need to use our, we need to use our charm, our social skills, our relational skills, or, we need to stretch a little bit and exercise and, partner, you reach out, you connect, you win people, that's our job. We need to connect to people, we need to bridge, we need to connect people to each other so that we can work together to achieve our common goal, to have, to reach our common purpose and to help our community. Okay. This can also lead you to potential sponsors, donors, organizations, and local government units who have shared their expertise and resources with similar companies. Make sure to be discreet in approaching these networks and be courteous enough to acknowledge where you get their contact information. It also pays courtesy if you can inform beforehand the other company if you are going to approach the organizations that they have initially worked with. Best of all, you can just extend friendship with similar companies and offer partnership and collaboration. If your CSR company is also similar to them, this requires a lot of social skills and more public relations effort. Yes. Being friends with your rivals sometimes can be beneficial to both of you, as well as to the communities that you are involved with. There are times that competition can work towards your advantage and benefit the community. Have hands-on work with the community. Some people will say, there's a thing called social grace, if the community needs it, that you need to clean up your river near the river nearby, you you have to put that eyebrow down and just work together. Okay. Work together in improving your community and helping solve the problem, especially environmental problems, okay? Because you all share the same burden, same problem, same concern. So you have no choice but to have social grace and work together. Okay. Have hands-on work with the community. Doing this will strengthen your CSR communication campaign and speed up the process of achieving your goals. Having more hands-on work with the community that you are sponsoring gives you more actual implementation opportunities and enables you to complete the project faster. This strategy is good if your CSR communication campaign is more into people engagement, community mobilization, and environmental care. If you do hands-on work, the task will be, you can accomplish your task faster. You can meet your objectives faster because you are there or always. You are always doing the activities. and you are always meeting with the people, and you are always seeing the condition of the people, and you always have inputs to your journal, to your laptop when you're typing your report. So if you want to speed up the accomplishment of your CSR campaign, then have more hands-on work with the community, or with the, just do your job always, okay? So you can finish your task. Use videos. This strategy clicks nowadays and solicits more engagement. Yes, videos are in. Try video creation applications that you can use with ease and upload your videos in YouTube so you can spread the word out quickly. Make sure to optimize it and select carefully your target audience. Monitor and control your social media uploads so you can get to know what is happening, the current feedback and concerns. Have a moderator or an admin or social media marketer to track the campaign progress. Have meetings about PR, image protection, and issue prevention. It will be best to have a separate meeting about risk management and PR management. You can connect all your social media applications, your channels, your platforms to your website. So people can click, you can have hyperlinks. That's called search engine optimization. If I have free time, I will share with you some SEO strategies so you can optimize your website, your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your Pinterest. Connect everything to each other, connect it to the website. You have internal links inside the website and to the other web pages, and then external links going out to other you know, related pages, relevant links, and you have some bloggers, you have some bloggers and vloggers. Bloggers, they write for other websites. Vloggers, they do videos, they have video content, and we have some popular vloggers here in the Philippines, so you can try to match that particular personality with the CSR campaign that you have, so that you can optimize, you can boost the visibility, the organic, the visibility of your website and social media pages in the internet, when people type it in the Google search bar, and then your website will be number one, and those relevant posts also will appear, that is in the Facebook fan page or in the Twitter, and it's like P position when you have your marketing strategy right. You position yourself number one in the internet, and you use some strategies and techniques to achieve that. You build organic links naturally. Paid ads, you can also have paid ads if you are in a hurry to spread the word out to the people, and you target specifically who are the people that needs this ad, and they need to view this right away. So hit it right away. So you can have organic and you can have the paid when you optimize your website, your social media pages. Okay, I'll have a separate video for search engine optimization techniques. Improve the company's overall quality performance. The best PR and the best CSR campaign is the quality of the company in itself. Sometimes unspoken good things about the company are the best tool in boosting the image and CSR potential of the company. By being the best in all facets means being able to project a model company that people loves, the employees are proud of, and the community partners with. By paying attention to by paying the right taxes, treating employees well, and being a good neighbor gives the community peace of mind, and in turn contribute to the overall improvement of the region and the good welfare of the nation. When you are giving your best, people notice. If the company is doing its best, the employees notice. The employees are the #1 gossipers. They gossip to each other, they gossip to other people, internal gossip and external gossip, gossips everywhere. If your company is doing good, then that good thing will come out and it will spread to other people. If you're doing bad, then it will circulate and spread out rapidly and even viral in the internet. So in social media, so be very careful. So you have to treat your employees well. Okay, so it pays good to be good. If you want to be the best, then do your best. If you want good feedback, then do good. If you want quality outputs, then do something quality. Have quality equipment, have quality workforce, have quality people, have quality workspace. If the input is quality, then the output is quality. Then it's a chain reaction. Okay, so if you want a good reputation for your company, then do your best. Excel. Always have quality check. Everything in the process is quality. Then the output will be quality. The same with CSR. It will have quality results. So that's it. So our guide questions: what are other popular digital tools that you can use for designing CSR campaign during this pandemic? What are some examples of creative and resourceful digital CSR campaigns during this pandemic? Who else is the audience for a CSR campaign, and what specific strategies are useful for this group? So that's it. Thank you. Thank you very much for listening and watching. These are my references. Thank you very much, Dr. Mel, and for sharing your PowerPoint slides. And these are some of the authors, the books and the journals that I have read. Some of these are they have very good input about doing corporate social responsibility during the pandemic. So yeah, especially this one, COVID-19 and the reorientation of communication towards CSR. So you may want to check this out. Corporate social responsibility during COVID-19 pandemic. So thank you very much, people, for watching and listening. Thank you very much, and God bless. I'm your reporter, Hazel Joy P. Crizaldo. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be waiting for your comments, your questions in the discussion portal. And I hope I can answer all your questions. You can add to this report and comment as much as you want within the given deadline. Okay, so thank you very much, classmates. Hi, Dr. Mel. I hope to be very good and do my best. I'm excited for our research, our dissertations. I hope to do my draft very soon. Okay, bye, classmates. Thank you, teacher. Thank you, Dr. Mel. Bye. Mwah. Bye-bye.